A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Start the game. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Touch pass on the run. Creates a little space. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Oh, better look out. Makes him talk to the hand. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic. We've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Using the quick game. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kick. This crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, and you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he?
He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He'll take it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? Now this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Quick release on the RPO. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. They get to the line quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, and makes the big mistake.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Calls his own number. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Right down the middle. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go with a direct snap. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll open the second half with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. To the air, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. And they get him down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. He'll throw on third down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man quickly. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw them. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. It's complete to the right. Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Give to the running back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
One on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gets enough for the first down, but not... Get another playoff here in the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides the back on the option, the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man to the left.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got him where you wanted him. You backed him up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop him. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The toss to the outside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Looking to throw. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Leaves it with the running back. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on fourth down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. They're trailing by 13 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Throwing right. He's got it. To the 33-yard line and a first down for this offense.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. Going to sling it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield. It's Manning. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Extending the play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Manning. Looking for the score. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the point after is good. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play any